his face. Amano Bariso has actually got a few meters on Geay, which is a real upset. Now, whether I think that Geay is in completely new territory. I mean, as we've said, this is their debut marathon.
Running it in training is different, isn't it? You might have covered the marathon distance, but never, you know, and the surface they run on in Ethiopia, obviously, you know, it's not going to sometimes be as hard. The concrete is unforgiving, isn't it? Even in super shoes.
Well, meanwhile, in the men's race, this is the final 2 kilometers. This is the part of the course they call the Tourmalet.
Wow, look at that on the right-hand screen. And this is, I tell you what, this would be one of the biggest shocks that I've seen for a long, long time. And because at the moment, that's a proper gap. That's a proper, you know, state of, I'm going for this. And, you know, there's no response at the moment from Alexandar. That's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. I am lost for words.
I am as well.
And one reason I'm lost for words is because a couple of months ago we were watching Tigist Assefa, who was a training partner of Amano Bariso, run that phenomenal time in Berlin when she won in a time of 2:15, and now we're seeing her training partner not only run very fast but run away from one of the world's greatest distance runners, Alexandar Geay. So
even in that first 5 kilometers when Bariso was there, I thought she's got, you know, because it wasn't that aggressive, was it, that first 5 kilometers? So she almost should be there. And then the next 5 kilometers thinking, well, you know, she's kind of like hanging in there, okay, but she has looked so good throughout. And that gap is now probably the best part of 40, 50
meters. You're absolutely right. And it's interesting, isn't it, that Alexandar's training partner has stayed back with Geay. Obviously,
yes. the pacers stay back there. Yeah, absolutely.
Very much well aware that Geay is struggling at the pace that is being set by Bariso. So whether Geay can recover, I mean, I think Geay is still on target to run the world's.
Oh, she's still gonna
fastest by a debutant.
At the moment, she's going to go inside the world record and get beaten. So all that planning again. You know, the planning about making sure that, you know, you finish your first marathon strong, you break the world record, but you're not first across the line. Amazing. So it's the 31-year-old on the screen there, Bariso, wearing 2:06. And again, I love these side-on shots because it shows how economical these runners are. You know, huge amount of mileage. I mean, Geay goes over 115 miles a week, and you know, I'm sure Kelvin Kiptum on the screen is doing likewise in training, but they won't do that in race week. They won't do that in a few weeks before. They do what the marathon runners know out there is tapering for it. So bringing down the amount they're running, the intensity, and getting themselves ready for this big day. And I tell you what, it has been a huge day. And if we look at the race clock, we're coming up to almost 2 hours of running. So there's still the best part of 13, 14 minutes of running in the women's race.
Well, a significant look back there by Geay.
It was,
as though she is really just trying to hang on. She's got 2 pacemakers immediately in front of her, and she knows now it's just a question of hanging on, whether she can pick it up, whether she's got anything left in her legs.
I think the psychological part of it now is the hard part, because, you know, I think that I almost saw it during the race that she was so surprised to have someone there. 800 meters, so half a mile, and we're just coming up right now to 2 hours on the race clock. So he's going to be right there or thereabouts, going inside 2:02. He's going to be very, very close.
Phenomenal run by this 23-year-old Kenyan, Kelvin Kiptum. He's run here before in Valencia over the half marathon, but today he's stepped up into the unknown. It's his first marathon, and he's completely upset the form book.
4 seconds inside world record pace. So it's been maintained. That's really interesting. So we're not obliterating it, but we are right on world record pace. Look at that. So 30 kilometers.
But we're well beyond 30 kilometers. So that's an old
stat.
What we really
need to see, isn't it? We need the updated one.
We need to
threw
see.
me then, Richard.
Yeah, she's coming back. She's not that far away.
We need
from
30,
40. Yeah,
40
she's about
kilometers,
39 kilometers at the moment. Meanwhile, this is the men's race, and Kelvin Kiptum is into the final 400 meters onto the carpet inside the City of Arts and Sciences. What a run it's been for him. He can see the Finnish country in front of him.
What a run, Richard.
It's going to be a new course record. Remember the course record set here 2 years ago by compatriot Evans Chibet.
This is a phenomenal run. This is one of the fastest marathons of all time. It's a debut, and he's going to be inside 2 hours and 2 minutes. 23-year-old Kenyan. Look out for this name. It is here to last a few years. Kelvin Kiptum is the winner of the 2022 Trinidad Alfonso Valencia Marathon. Wow. What a run, Richard.
Absolutely staggering. I think he can hardly believe it himself. The second fastest time run this year at the marathon. Only Kipchoge's world record in Berlin 2 months ago is faster, and Kiptum wins by far the biggest victory in his career, and he's being followed home by Gabriel Geay, also running the fastest marathon in his career.
Huge Tanzanian national record.
All three athletes now onto the finishing straight. And there's Tanzanian Gabriel Geay, and he's going to be almost 2 minutes inside his best time coming into this race with a 2:04.
Yeah, the current Tanzanian record, so he's going to improve it.
Best time of 2:04.55, so he's just, I think he's inside by almost 2 minutes. In third place, it's going to be Tola.
I think it was Tola, or whether, yes, it is Tola. Molo has also come onto the mat as well.
Well, quite amazingly, James, I think Tola's going to run a personal best. But disappointingly for him, it's not in first place. There's the winner. So that's Matissa finishing. Is that
Matissa?
So it's Matissa finishing in third.
That's a great debut. I think that's the second fastest debut of all time. You've now got to run inside 2 hours and 2 to be the fastest debutant of all time.
Okay.
And
So
maybe I think Tola just ran out of gas in the end.
faded in the final kilometre to finish fourth, so just outside his best time. So
Wow.
disappointing for Tola being